Hey everyone! Welcome to Chrono Trigger Episode 4. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zant. That's Matt. Matt, I can't hear you.
What?
Oh, there we go. You were just doing you're doing a prank.
You're doing a little bit of a bit.
I did a bit.
Doing a prank. Also joined by Johnny Brandon.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
You guys ready to go to Magus's castle?
Do you want to live in a dog crate at my house?
What are we gonna name Magus? Let's get that out there right now.
Okay.
We won't have to make that decision for a while.
Smag'em.
Wait, what?
Oh, really? I don't know. Jim, catch us up.
So we are in the Middle Ages. We've decided to come here and try to prevent Magus from summoning Lavos and eventually destroying the planet. So we've recruited our friend Frog and his sword, the Masamune, and we're gonna go to Magus's castle.
Let me just say hello, Golani, Chris, Owen, Artie, Jay. No Vanessa this week, apparently. Really hates us, you know?
I don't know.
I gotta leave. I mean, leave this dungeon.
I've met Kubert a bunch of times. He sort of looks like me, but he wears glasses, so he's totally different.
I already said rip Jimothy in memorandum stream. I may have told the people in the Discord today that you were dead, Jim.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is the Gem AI that's doing the playing here, which is why it's
Gem
so
is like
terrible.
as in Gem in the holograms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's
Gem
like
AI?
the plot.
Oh,
No,
they just told me. I realized that right before they said that. I need to go to the
it
end
would
of
be
time.
pretty funny if Synergy just gave wrong answers to everything like real language learning models.
Like Google's doing with Reddit answers right now. That's some next level stupid bullshit. Who even thought that was a good idea?
So where are you going there, Jim?
AI out of here.
I gotta go back to the end of time so that Frog can learn his water magic.
Oh. Now, I like this low latency because it's only like 5 seconds behind instead of 30, so it's a lot
nice.
less confusing.
Jim, Artie says that you look very moist for a ghost.
Oh.
I went for a 5-mile walk before the stream today.
Damn.
Jim loves
I
walking.
feel good when I do 2 kilometers a day. That's like a mile and a half, maybe.
I feel good when I walk for 30 minutes.
Well, that's a lot.
I've been doing about once a week. I would like to be doing about 4 times a week.
If we were neighbors, I'd go on walks with you, buddy.
Well, what stops me is not that I want company. It's that
Well, the company's fun. I like going for walks with people. I guess
what stops me is that
never
the
mind.
only time I really have to do something like that is early in the mornings, and like I usually will get home from dropping my daughter off at school, and then look at my bed and be like, now am I gonna go for a walk, or am I gonna get back in that bed? And you can guess what I usually choose.
Solo walks are
is
fine.
boring,
That's
says Artie. I mean,
I would listen to podcasts.
yeah,
it's
solo
fine.
walks with podcasts is like walks with friends. They're funnier than your friends.
Wow. I like to think I'm pretty funny, Matt.
How far
Did
did you get into
hear-
Rebirth, Johnny?
I got into that fight against the Ironclad. How do you pressure the Ironclad without killing him? Because I got it really close, but then killed him, and then it started
Use
me over
Tifa
again.
and specifically use that one move she has that ups their bar, their pressure bar.
Oh, okay.
It took me a couple of tries.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to do that.
Took me a couple of tries, and I was not happy. Hello, Tracy.
There we go.
Get the whole gang.
Learn some dual
Why'd they have to
attacks.
make that Ironclad so hot, though?
I knew you were going to say that. I'm waiting for it.
I'm like, I shouldn't find that attractive, and yet here we are.
There's nothing wrong with finding the Ironclad attractive.
Remakes of
I'm
Resident
moving
Evil
things around
0
on my
and Code
screen.
Veronica are reportedly in the works. I think
Hell
both
yeah.
of those games could really do with remakes. Like Code Veronica, weirdly transphobic. And And 0 just it just felt unfinished. It wasn't a very good game.
And Resident Evil 4 Remake was one of my favorite games last year, to my surprise, more than anyone, I think.
Tracy, I still think the most regrettable Johnny husband, and this was me as a kid, was Craig's metal bodysuit.
No, he had a brain in his tummy, Johnny.
I know. I'm sorry, Matt. I was a weird child.
Whoa, look at all these little rats.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
They're running.
I'm going to fight them, though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I asked a great question in my little ticker bar that I made today. Gang, I hope you like the new frames. We don't fit in them very well, but we tried. One of these days we'll figure out how to do this good and not dumb and bad.
We're getting better at it.
What game are we going to stream next? Actually, I guess the real question is, Johnny, are you going to stream the next game?
Yeah, I think so. And I
Okay.
was thinking Phantasy Star 1, because that's got that Switch version.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And you've got that capture card.
Yeah, so does Jim.
I don't have a capture
Oh, do you have
card.
a capture card? He has
I thought-
no, he
Oh, I
has
thought
a
you got
Stream
you
Deck.
got the same one I did.
No, I never pulled the trigger on it. I do have a.
Oh, okay.
I do have the Stream Deck, but that's just a control panel for OBS, basically.
Artie says the
Um,
most regrettable Johnny husbands were all the husbands I murdered in Fable and Skyrim. I also murdered my husband in Skyrim.
Chris wants to know if you can remove the transphobia from Code Veronica without completely altering the story.
Yeah, I think so.
Yikes.
I think you could, like, there's a few ways you could handle it. You could make the sister the one who lived, and then it would be different and less like, ooh, that boy's a girl, you know. You could just remove the, ooh, that boy's a girl, or just not make them trans and kind of drop that one plot element anyways. I think it would work fine without that. I mean, it's just, that's like a bit part of the plot.
That's trans erasure, Johnny.
Here we go.
Well,
Magus's castle.
Whoa.
I
it
do
looks
like the
spooky.
spooky bad eyes a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true, Artie. Like Matt was saying about Thousand Year Door,
Thousand
that
Year
they
Door.
rewrote it.
They took out
Well,
that
that's
that
the
scene in Persona
English
3, too.
translation.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're right. That scene in Persona 3 Remake is gone.
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, Phantasy Star 1, I mean, it's a real, like, hardcore
Oh, no.
dungeon. Oh, no!
Crash.
Oh, no.
It's okay. Technical
Crash.
difficulties.
Oh.
We will be right
Jim will
back.
save every one of us.
I keep meaning to make a, like, we'll be right back screen to flip over to when this happens.
You need that
Oh, wow.
one from The Simpsons where it's
Yeah.
like a drunk camera operator.
Oh, I have one. I have one Artie made for me. I could give to you. I mean, it is very Johnny specific, but let me just. I'll put it into the group chat. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Galani said that Phantasy Star 1 sounds good. An intro to a series I've never played before. I actually would also love to see that. I think it would be Phantasy Star 1. I think that would be a lot of fun because I certainly don't want to play it. Like, physically, I don't want to play it.
Yeah, but you can watch me.
Yeah.
You can watch me play it. Where is it?
That's exciting. And then I guess after Phantasy Star 1, we'll circle back around to Matt, and I will probably do a vote on the Patreon. Like, why not? I don't know what
Jim,
the
I
options will
put
be.
this is an HD frame size, so you could use it for now.
You put it in the chat.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat.
You'd have to
It was
create
a
whole new
bathroom
scene.
break one, but it still works.
Oh, I think I remember you showing me that.
Galani, I don't think anybody can explain Phantasy Star to anyone. I think that series is impenetrable.
Well, once you get to, like,
Impenetrable.
Online and universe, I'm out. Like, I like
I really
online,
wanted to
but
play
it
online
gets,
back in the day and never was able to.
There we go.
Well,
we are back.
I want to get the
Hey!
GameCube or Xbox version so I can do split screen with a future boyfriend I don't have. But when I get a boyfriend, we are going to play that together.
I'm sorry, what are you going to play together?
Phantasy Star Online. on
Oh,
Xbox
yeah,
or
that's cool.
GameCube.
Owen said Matt
says I
should
should
stream
stream
the
the guy game. I don't know what that is. I don't get it.
Remember the guy? Wasn't it related to that guy show
The Man Show?
or not? Oh, okay. No, that's something else.
Ew. Hard pass on that.
Artie, it won't be boring if I'm doing it. We're fun. We'll be like, we'll make it fun.
Tracy said, quote, a future boyfriend I don't have, end quote. Lord, I feel that.
We'll also watch Lost and all the Lord of the Rings and all this other stuff that I'm like, I'd rather watch that with someone.
I do that, except for me, it's stuff that I'm like, oh, I'll watch that with my kids. Like, I haven't watched Tombstone in a long time. It's like my favorite movie. Because every time I see it streaming somewhere, I'm like, oh, I'll watch that with Connor. He'll love that. Never happens. Maybe on Father's Day. I've been thinking that for Father's Day, I might force my children to watch.
Oh,
movies
we've got
with me.
a new user in chat named M. Vanessa.
M. Vanessa, huh?
Oh, welcome to the chat, M. Vanessa. And Chris Sasaki is here. More hot gaming news. Night Dive Studios is currently working on an enhanced edition of System Shock 2. Oh, that's awesome. I like Night Dive Studios' work a lot. They do really good remasters of older games.
Legitimately one of my all-time favorite games. One of the games that really got me into like gaming as like a teen outside of the like I like Nintendo and Zelda games and Mario.
Mm-hmm. Grund. Brug, you're safe. Garbo, don't waste your energy.
I don't remember what to do. I thought, here, I'm supposed to do this.
Did
Vanessa,
you get Frog's magic? I wasn't paying attention.
I did.
I apologize.
Vanessa, we did play with some options that you could have
Ozzy!
if you wanted to join us. So I'll give you, if you guys want to see.
What's a good name for Magus?
Here's one of the options, Vanessa. Do you think you could do, excuse me, do you think you could do this?
Ooh.
All right, here's another one.
100 beasts in the keep.
It's not picking my face up here.
Yeah, I feel like the orange things are his like Madonna style cone bra.
Oh, there we go. Hello. I'm a
Galani
dog.
says Magus should be
puppy dog.
Vegeta, but it would just have to be Vegete because there's only 5 letters.
All right, here's the weird one. I don't even know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it.
I like the music here.
Yeah.
Are any of my things showing up in the stream? Maybe not.
Yeah. I see right now there's a mask, but I don't see your face. It's like light dots.
It's kind of frozen on my end when I look at it in
Yeah.
OBS.
Yeah, I think I might blow this stream up if I don't stop. No effects. No
Let's
FX.
Fight all these nerds.
Did the bat pee on you? Artie asks.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Only because I asked it to.
Okay. Oh, yeah. He's dead.
Nice crit.
Vanessa, YouTube user M Vanessa likes the frozen light dot face.
It wasn't frozen, but I think that it was too much for everything to handle.
That
with
might
the-
work better when we don't have the game capture.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But there's no squirrel option, which is a real bummer because we all want the squirrel on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dream. Get the squirrel on the stream. This guy in the purple helmet looks a lot like a Zelda enemy. Like a lot.
Yeah, you're right. I like the design of these skeletons, though. They're pretty fun.
Yeah.
Why can't they stand up straight?
Well, they got, they're old.
I
Don't have
think
any
there
muscle?
should be more skeletons in scary movies. I want more scary skeletons.
I agree. You know what? Do some classic spooky skeletons. I want to see a scary movie with that thing with the lungs and the head.
Oh yeah.
And like the entrails. That is that a Vietnamese or Filipino? Might be a Filipino monster.
I already
I
said
know.
I could just dot my face with glow in the dark paint and stream from a dark room instead. Vanessa,
It's the
I'm sorry,
dream to
Tracy,
spoil
I
the
for one
stream.
welcome our new Light Bright Overlord.
If we aren't playing a game, can't we stream straight from Zoom? I think that the problem with doing it from Zoom is it gets really complicated to try and put it into the stream.
I mean, she's right though. If we're not, so what we had discussed that you may have missed, Johnny, is that Jim and I were discussing maybe when Chrono Trigger's done, we'll take an episode to just kind of have a chit chat episode.
Oh, okay.
And if we did that, then we could just stream the Zoom and it would be just fine.
Right. Okay. That
We
makes
can't
sense.
use
Yeah,
a
sorry, I didn't
starting
read the.
screen though. I mean, like a starting soon screen.
And you could just put it up like if you're streaming to using OBS and then streaming the Zoom window, you could do some stuff like that, like where you then put in. You can still use OBS basically.
But yeah.
We'll mess with it and maybe figure it out. And Vanessa did want to join us if we did that, which sounds like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I thought a just kind of chit-chatting episode would be a lot of fun, you know? Nice little break from all the game playing and something fun to do. Jim, who is this spooky dude?
This is Slash. He's the lead guitarist for Guns N' Roses.
Oh, wow.
The one who wears
That's
the
why he
hat.
looks-
He had that long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he looks like he is extremely high on heroin right now.
Mhm. They all are.
They are.
Well, I think not anymore.
Probably
That's why.
not, yeah.
That's why Axel has gained a lot of weight.
Actually, I think he's lost a lot of that weight now.
Oh, okay.
Here's embarrassing Matt fact. For the last couple of days, I've just been listening to a lot of Fish. Ugh. It's pretty fun. It's good background music for just like chill out, chillax, trying to like work or chill out, chit chat with my friends.
I've been listening to like Prince B-sides and later songs, like The Temple and the Thief. There's Thief in the Temple, I mean.
Vanessa.
Prince is pretty cool.
Axel is high on Ozempic now.
Oh.
Vanessa,
Vanessa.
I
Wow,
don't think I
Vanessa's made a fat joke
Me too.
again? Amazing.
I mean, you started it, Johnny. Mm-hmm.
Yes. That was more of an observation.
Vanessa feels like she can make fat jokes because she feels like, you know, she's part of that group, which I would not say about her, ever. Please don't hurt me, Vanessa.
Let's change the
Anything
subject.
She said that. Okay, you're right. This is terrible.
Let's not comment on the other host's bodies. Thank
Well,
you.
that wasn't. Oh boy, I just
Except for
really,
Matt's.
I really am digging my own grave right now. Yeah, Vanessa's tuba harassment corner. Nothing will ever be less believable to me than Vanessa joking about how she followed Johnny around with the tuba and then was like, wait, that means that's like a fat joke? And we were all like, uh-huh. Every human knows that, Vanessa.
All right, I should probably heal up, I think. Everybody gets a potion.
Gotta slash that slash.
He's got
Slash.
he's got his fancy sword now. Oh, everybody needs more healing.
Yeah,
I
that
was
wasn't
gonna
enough
say,
healing. That was
I am
tiny
ex-
healing.
I'm
Garbo should
excited.
use his healing beam.
Oh, you're right.
I'm excited to record our next Square Roots episode tomorrow night. We're going to be discussing Chapter 13 of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm not going to say anything about it other than I think it was my favorite chapter of this game so far.
Well, it felt like a
liked that
real
temple.
RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked that temple. It was fun.
I gotta say, that feels like more than a Tomb Raider amount of sliding block puzzle.
Oh, come on. There's like 3. They're barely puzzles. Like, it's mostly
Yeah.
just move a block to move
And
up
the
to a
camera
thing.
does show you exactly where they go.
Yeah. But I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Now, I do have some big complaints about the resolution of the chapter that I'm not going to dive into here.
I haven't gotten
Yep,
there yet.
not going to dive into it, but got a lot of things to be angry about. Really just one thing.
Chris Sasaki says Macross Plus and Macross Zero are finally getting international Blu-ray releases. Still no Super Dimension Fortress Macross because Harmony Gold is the worst.
I actually was trying to watch Macross Plus recently. That's the movie, right? Or is that no? I'm thinking of Macross Plus. Do You Believe in Love? I think something like that. I was trying to watch it recently and I couldn't find a decent copy. I mean, I
Yeah,
was
I like
only
those
searching on
gravity
YouTube.
puzzles, Tracy. Those are really
Oh
fun.
no!
Oh, frog!
Don't kill my frog.
Oh,
Oh no,
and
he
we
killed my
have-
crud!
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Get him. You got a lot of health left.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time. You got nothing but time.
Run out of MP though. Die! Be dead! Nope. Maybe I can
Nope.
squeeze off another one
Is
of
he
these.
stuck?
It's like
Yeah,
his-
is he like,
it's like his
he's
model
stuck
is
on
stuck,
frog? This
Oh.
guy's got a lot of health left.
Nice.
I think he is bugging out.
I think
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
is
bugging
he's
out.
stuck.
You might
Yay!
really luck out here.
Yeah, you might be able to heal Krund and Frog. Actually, don't
No,
heal
if you
Frog.
move,
Don't
if
heal
you move
Frog.
frog. Why is there an overripe Piccolo as the boss in this? I mean, a lot of these characters look like characters from other games or from Dragon Ball.
Any other suggestions for what we should name Magus? I mean, I do like Vegete. I think that's pretty funny. Oh, did I tell
oh
you
no!
guys I'm on that Xbox number 3 died this weekend, so now it's Xbox number 4.
Oh no. What is he doing? Why is this happening?
Uh-oh.
He's like countering me. Just die already.
Damn,
Oh.
how much health does this guy have? You
Uh-oh.
got one more
Better
hit,
heal
bud.
yourself. That potion pretty
Yeah.
mid. Do you have I wouldn't use a physical attack because he's countering them. I would use an ether and keep using magic. Oh, how about Mango? I like Mango.
Mango's
a lot.
fun. Mango's
Artie.
fun.
That's a good one.
Hey, Artie, what's the title for this episode? Oh, that was weak.
Yeah, I just gotta keep pounding him.
Yeah, pound him.
Pound him good.
Damn,
All
336.
right. Got
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah. Thanks, Stuck Bots.
Yeah, thanks.
Yay,
That was
glitches.
cool. I mean, honestly, that was hilarious. What luck.
Yeah. Got a cool sword though.
Chris, is the Macros Plus that's been edited down into a movie, is that what I'm talking about? I think it's
Oh, look
You
at that.
Should Believe in
It
Love, so you
maxes
believe in
out-
love.
Maxes out my speed.
Wow.
That'll be good.
Slasher.
Do I still need the speed belt though? I guess I'll keep the speed belt.
Wait, do you? Switch it to something else and see what happens.
It brought it down to like normal stat range.
Oh, okay.
YouTube user M Vanessa says she'll be back in 13 minutes. She has to finish this Ashley Madison docuseries episode she's
Oh,
watching.
Chris answered my question. Do you remember Love? Yeah, I tried to watch that recently. I was kind of looking at like best classic anime lists, and that one kept popping up.
I'm gonna go ahead and fight these guys again, just because Krund and Frog missed out on some experience in the last fight.
Okay.
Did you say Ashley Madison Donkey Series? Says Artie.
I know someone who broke up with their boyfriend because he was on Ashley Madison all the time and he didn't realize it was fake.
What is Ashley Madison? I recognize the name, but I don't remember.
It was that like cheating on your spouse site.
Oh, that's
And it was all, like,
crazy.
Paid women who would like get you to keep chatting more and use all the features on the site, but they're all just working for Ashley Madison.
Mhm.
That's sad, man.
Yeah. I think she got back together with him though. He's really dumb.
You know, everybody knows people like that, and you just gotta kind of have to stay out of it.
Yeah.
People are gonna
I
do
won't
what they're
go
gonna
on
do.
more in a public forum about this.
Yeah, I understand.
Sure you don't remember, Matt, is what Owen Devonshire says.
Yep, you found me out. That is why I'm divorced.
Mm-hmm.
Spent all my money on Ashley Madison.
Ashley Matheson.
Yep, that doesn't make sense really, but sure.
Artie
Good
wants this
attempt
to
at
be
a joke.
called Krund and Frog's Erotic Adventures in the Slut Zone, Episode 4, featuring I'm Vanessa and Kuber.
I wish that I had saved Artie's suggestions from the last couple of streams and gone in and like added them after the fact to the title of the stream. Because they really made
copy
me
it to a
fucking laugh.
notepad right now, buddy.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do it.
Uh-oh, they're all slimes.
Do I need to use magic on these guys? Is that?
I don't know. That's Final Fantasy rules.
Let's
Is
try
that
it.
also this game's rules? Who's to say?
Yep, that worked.
Aw. Well, Tracy, my favorite anime is Odd Taxi, which is sort of a mix gender role, but the lead character is a dude.
What the hell?
Austin Miller wants to know if Vanasti joins these live streams sometimes. Not so far. Austin, we're really hoping that she will eventually, but please keep in mind that Vanessa did IRL for real break the ever-living shit out of her ankle, and she is pretty still bedridden.
Yeah.
Still pretty bedridden. We're lucky that she has been joining us for the podcast, and
Yeah.
grateful.
Who's
And I think
feeling-
it's only because Jim picked a game she couldn't resist.
Mhm.
And now the listeners have picked a game she can't resist for the next season.
She's already
Oh,
halfway through it.
I know. She's level 15, I think, is something that she
Oh,
posted
come
earlier
on.
today.
At least she's probably doing mostly side content, which is fine because you can save the story for way later.
Listen, and Jim, I'm not trying to drag you here, buddy, but there's kind of a difference. Vanessa typically tends to remember the stuff that she did, whereas Jim, like 6 weeks later, would be like, "Oh, I don't know, we fought a guy."
I also
Fair, like I'm no different. I'm no different. There's a reason that I try to just play along with with our show.
See,
In
I don't
short-
like playing under deadlines, so
I mean, I agree with you, but like I feel like I am better. Like I do better on the show if it's real fresh. Like
Yeah,
I just
me
finished
too.
chapter 13, and I'm not playing 14 until we record and move on. Though also part of that is because I'm afraid I'll start spoiling stuff if I talk too much
Yeah.
about 14.
And-
So I'm just gonna wait until we record.
And I was messing around with my Xbox, the Xbox 4 last night, setting it up and testing it.
Crunch so
If this
speedy.
Xbox breaks, I'm going to fix one of the Xboxes rather than buy a new one.
Sure.
I am.
And then
I
I'll
might fix
sell
my
the other
original
ones
one.
at a swap meet. I'm not hoarding
Well, no,
them.
but they're broken.
Austin-
I don't want to sell them to people.
Austin said, "I saw the episode titled Top That Twink, and I knew right then I had to check out the podcast."
And surprisingly, that was a Vanessa joke.
I always say, what part of the description on iTunes and Google and all that is like, we're not very smart, but we're the fun kind of dumb.
Mhm.
That's what the podcast
Actually, John,
is.
the top that twink. That was a Jim joke.
Oh, was it?
Wow.
Yeah, that,
Oh, wow.
that
Once
Vanessa,
again,
yes, and
Johnny
did.
getting the straights mixed up.
Sorry, Jim.
It's okay.
Yeah, I do have a lot of Xboxes now.
Yes.
I have a display case that right now I have a bunch of different consoles in. I was thinking of just putting all the Xboxes in it because it'd be funny. Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm glad you listened, Austin.
Chris, still talking about Do You Remember Love, says that it's the in-universe equivalent of Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor. Chris, I've
Does
heard
that
such
mean
good
it's
things about it.
bad?
Yes, that's what it means.
Like the
Michael
movie's
Bay's
bad,
Pearl
or
Harbor is notoriously bad.
but does that mean the song is that the song in universe that people don't like? I'm very confused.
No, the name of the movie is Macros Plus Do You Remember Love?
Oh, and it's notoriously bad.
Well, I have heard that it's very good, but Chris is saying it's notoriously bad.
But he says in universe. That's why I was confused.
Maybe I should heal real quick.
I remember love. I've had some good love times. You know what? It's better to love and lost, etc., etc.
Never apologize to the straights, Johnny. Thanks, Owen.
Thanks, Owen.
Artie doesn't remember love. Well, sorry, Artie.
Mhm.
Don't steal my MP.
Well, if you're new to the stream, let me introduce you to my backpack full of beer that I bring along.
Oh, Daddy's backpack full of daddy drinks.
Look, it's a really convenient. It is a cooler backpack, and it's a really convenient cooler. And then I don't have to get up and down. And I like beer.
If you're new to my streams, I like to have 2 bottles of Diet Pepsi and then pour one into the other when one's half full.
Don't do it. Ugh.
I'm just demonstrating. It's not. It's already been done. Wow, Austin loves a Vanasti recommendation. But she's not even here, and you know how much she loves compliments.
I love the background for this fight.
Yeah, this is awesome.
As
who
long
are you
as they're
fighting
not
here?
in her DMs, Vanessa loves compliments.
This is the magician lady that Ozzy told us about. Is this? What is
Oh, so
name?
this isn't. What did we name the princess?
Oh, what did you name it?
Marinara or something like that?
Mozzarella,
No.
right?
Matza.
Matza.
yeah.
Matza, yeah.
That's not doing very much damage. Fuck off, Crund. Oh, he's too fast!
Also, to make it more efficient,
He's too fast.
Artie says, Matt wears adult diapers. Well, I mean, that's a Trump, like a real deal maker, a real pro will do that too,
Good
right?
job, Crund. Don't blind me, bro.
I see what you're saying, Chris. I got you. Well, I will have to check out those remasters when they come out. I'm very interested. Macross is... I remember watching some Macross movie when I was younger and really liking it. Like, I don't remember which one, though.
That is
I don't know.
how
The YouTube
I
channel that I was watching that was posting a lot of, like, 80s anime
Ooh.
did vanish off the face of YouTube, which I kind of am not shocked happened.
Did she? Oh no, she's confused Crund. Oh, but Crund still hit her anyways. Good
Yeah,
job.
he only does
Or
like
Frog.
half damage when he attacks when he's confused.
Okay, and he missed Crund. I got to pay more attention to what's going on. So who are we fighting here?
I think this is Flea, the
Oh.
magician.
Oh,
The
was
bass
Flea
player
was
for Red Hot
The
Chili
bass
Peppers.
player for the Red
It's-
Hot Chili Peppers.
and Flea's trans representation too, right?
Correct.
Are they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We miss. You guys were talking during that line of dialogue, but
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Jim, if you want us to pay attention to the dialogue, you're going to have to read it, buddy.
He's not going to do that. He refuses.
We're busy reading the comments.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good too.
Famous backwash. That's how Johnny makes naturally fermented Pepsi wine. Thank you, Artie, for that
Ew.
disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Ugh. In my brain now.
hey, how about we not do that? Oh my God! I should have
Oh,
healed.
God. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Oh.
Boy.
Ah, that was close. That
Loud.
was close. Oh, yeah. We all know what happens to Matt when there's text on screen. But that's not text
Yeah.
on screen. That's Jim reading it.
I mean, it's on your screen technically.
That's true.
Austin, I don't think any of us have watched Three Body Problem. Jim, did you start it?
I watched the first couple episodes, but I have not finished it.
I'll watch
Actually-
that with my future boyfriend.
I do. I've been hearing about that book for years. I'm very interested in it, but I did unsubscribe from Netflix right around the time it came out. Just didn't need to,
Well, Jim, did I tell you that Netflix is unsubscribing me because I'm in a plan, the 720p
Yeah.
plan? They're not going to support anymore. They're like, oh,
he did say
if you-
that.
yeah, they're unsubscribing me, which is wild. Just let me keep this plan. It's fine. Come on. I don't want to get the commercial one because I genuinely hate commercials unless they're from the 1980s, as we've established.
Hey, look,
And
Vanessa's
I will
back.
watch them in my free time.
Stop it.
Vanasti is back.
Oh, yay! How was the rest of the Ashley Madison docuseries?
Chris says Three Body Problem is one of the darkest, most nihilistic books he's ever read. I mean, Chris, sometimes I am right in the mood for that, and sometimes I can't stand it.
I think
I'm
it's
usually
nihilistic in the way that like other cool sci-fi is, where it's like dark but also seems kind of plausible.
Like Josh Brolin's the show that you love so much?
I love that show.
I take it you caught up on it because you haven't mentioned it in like
I
a week.
haven't watched the finale yet. I kind of got sidetracked with all the Mavs games that have been playing the last couple of weeks.
Actually, Jim, I was out with some friends Saturday night, and a couple of them were hard recommending Josh Brolin's to me. They were like,
Really?
It's the best. Yeah.
All right, who do we need to cure? Krund.
I was just having a little bit of a sneezing fit there, Artie. I didn't want to put it on the stream, so I muted myself.
Yeah, I know it's annoying when we sing along with the music, but it's really good. Yeah, Austin, I will definitely be checking out Three Body Problem eventually. I'm one of those viewers that like, oh, nice job, Jim. Got her!
But I'm so beautiful.
And I play the bass so well. I'm one of those viewers that kind of switches between services and will like binge through a bunch of stuff and then dump them. So like I don't have Netflix right now. I don't have Apple right now. I keep Disney just because kids, and Prime I use just because I already do Prime. So why would I not have it? But yeah, you know what? Let me know when the new Castlevania comes out, because then I'll be binging through everything I wanted to watch on Netflix.
I think that's the right way to handle.
Coming back. No, I agree.
That's the right way to handle streaming services. Just turn them on for a while and then turn them off. You don't need them all at once.
Yep.
That's true.
How many months have you paid for something like Netflix that you never turned it on once?
I'm not
I like them, and I like their content,
Vanessa.
but like,
I just want something fun on the screen behind me.
Oh, you're dead.
Artie said that he canceled his Netflix sub like 5 years ago and has not missed it. I agree with you, Artie, though. Those Castlevania shows are pretty fucking good.
I finished the first episode of Has
Huda
Been
was good,
Hotel. I think it just might not be for me.
Oh,
give it-
no.
I'm sorry. I just don't like cartoons that much, and I feel so bad about that because all my
Honey,
friends
hell is
love them.
forever, whether you like it or not.
I like that
I
song.
love
That was
that
good.
song. I loved it. That's really, more than anything, what really actually hooked me on that show. It was less like the story and more the songs are really fucking good. Artie also
Tracy.
does not like Has Been.
It's one of those things where if you're trying to cut corners, just staging your subscriptions is a great way to do it. Like I'll probably turn on Crave once Netflix is over because because Crave is expensive. That one's like $25 a month, but it's like HBO and Paramount and all these channels combined, so it's it's fine. I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's got a lot of voice actors I like. It's just, I don't know, something about it felt too cartoony, and that just, ever since I was a kid, I hated when things felt kiddie, and like to the point where I didn't enjoy stuff that I should have enjoyed. It was weird.
There was a big stink going around the internet today about some fan convention that had the Has Been Hotel voice actors, and like some parents had their 9-year-old daughter up to ask a question to the voice actors, specifically to the voice actor that plays the porn star, about his, like, if he was embarrassed reading the lines that are all like, oh yes, and like playing somebody in a porn. And the voice actor, Adam Brightman, who plays Adam.
Yeah.
Alex Brightman, who plays Adam in that show, as well as Serpentius, who is not in the first episode.
I did get to Serpentius. I kept watching.
Flat out pointed at the parents and was like, you make me fucking sick.
Wow.
Why is your child here? Why would you let your child watch this? Like, they're 9 years old. They should be watching this.
Let fucking parents let their kids watch whatever the fuck they want.
Dude, that show is fucking...
My parents, but it was
that
the
show
80s.
That show is real fucked up.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
like
appropriate
parents,
material for a fucking
parents are the
child.
best barometers for what their kid is mature enough for. You know what I mean? Like,
I was not mature enough for them. Like, Return of the Living Dead gave me nightmares for years.
I mean, listen, my kids watched that show, but they watched it before I knew what it was.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, yeah.
Or had seen it because they
And
knew
they're a
about
bit
it
old.
from
They're not
YouTube.
9.
No, they're 13, 15. they already knew about it from its YouTube pilot that had been out for like a year. So they were both like, when it came out, they knew what they were getting into, kind of. But if I had known what it was before, which they didn't even tell me, they didn't ask my permission. But if I had known what it was, I probably would have been like, let's take a minute to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what I did in return, though, is I made them watch the first couple episodes with me, and we had some serious discussions about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I do with, my son likes South Park a lot, and like, I'm fine with that. I just, when he watches it, we watch it, and we talk about it.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to do it, because there's funny jokes. I loved South Park when I was a teen. Like, I'm not going to pretend I didn't.
I may or may not have downloaded The Fractured But Whole to my Steam Deck last weekend.
There were jokes I really liked in that game, but then there was also the abortion scene.
Yeah. Unpleasant.
Especially if you're stuck in it for an hour.
Oh yeah, you had so much trouble with that mini game.
Austin said that his fiance has all of the streaming services, and that when they got engaged or when they got together, he canceled all of his, which is, I mean, listen, I've got a couple that I just have friends logins that still work,
Mm-hmm.
And a buddy and I subscribe to Bally Sports, and we just split the monthly cost because that's the only place you can watch baseball around here, and I watch a lot of baseball.
Yep. I want to go to a Rays game with you. That'd be fun.
It's a good time, man. And really, even like the cheap tickets, like $10, $20 tickets.
Oh, baseball tickets are so cheap.
Do you still have box access, or is that something else?
What's box access?
Didn't you have that box?
To a suite.
Yeah, that sweet thing that you got with your boss.
No, that was always through. You're thinking of football games and hockey games.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
not baseball.
Sorry.
Baseball, he doesn't have a.
Okay.
We don't do that. I honestly don't go to those very often either.
Jim's daughter told user I'm Vanessa that her favorite movie is Lars von Trier's Dog Show.
Oh no!
Because it highlights man's inhumanity to man.
Actually saw the other day that the South Park movie is going to be in theaters in June of this month at AMC Theaters for its, I think, 25th anniversary.
Oh wow!
And I am seriously considering going and taking my son, who is not old enough, but we've definitely watched it a couple of times. It's not appropriate.
Well, I think I've told you the story about when I moved to Colorado after that movie came out, and everyone sang "Blame Canada" to me all the time.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't know you then, because I would have done the same thing. Jim, I love this Donkey Kong section. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is great. This is Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
You're 100%. It's yeah, you're totally right. There's a Keith Courage level like this too, but I don't think anyone remembers.
Oh,
Keith
man,
What in God's name is Keith Courage?
So where are you right now?
Yeah.
Are you still
He's
in
still
Magus's
in
castle?
Magus's castle.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
Uh-oh.
Ozymandias.
He fell in a pit
Mm-hmm.
like Yaddle.
Now he lives there. That's Krun's home. Oh, and you're seeing The Crow tomorrow. I really would like to go see that. That would be a lot of fun.
Jim, I'm kind of worried because all these commenters know your daughter and talk with her. This one named Owen says that she told Owen that her favorite movie was Martyrs.
That's one movie. Like that's one movie I'll probably never watch again.
Yeah, I worked on just like QCing the DVD release of that one, and yikes.
Yikes on bikes.
It's weird because Jim's daughter told me that her favorite movie was Terrorizer.
Oh,
you mean Terrifier?
Is it Terrifier?
She told me she really liked Hellraiser 3 because the Cenobite with the CDs in his head was her favorite.
I do love CD guy. I've never seen, or she's never seen a Hellraiser. Never showed her
I
Hellraiser.
think that's okay. Isn't she like 13 or 14?
She's 13, yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. My kids won't watch horror. Like, they have zero interest in horror at all. No interest.
Generally stick to slashers or like monster flicks. Creature features. Can't remember if these are...
Owen is seeing The Crow tomorrow.
That's awesome. I'd love to see The Crow in theaters. But I doubt it's in theaters long, and I have a busy week ahead of me.
Oh,
And
this is
weekend.
the save point is
Yeah.
an enemy. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
That's like when that statue in Metroid comes alive and attacks you.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to remember what route I took here.
Vanessa said
there.
that she saw a preview for a new slasher called Nature is Harsh or something.
It's
Ask
called,
Jim what that's about.
It's called A Violent Nature, and it's a slasher movie that's filmed from the perspective of the killer, the Jason-esque killer.
Ooh, is it
Some
like
most
a
slasher
hardcore
movies
Henry?
have-
No, it's not first person. It just follows.
Oh, okay.
It's filmed from his perspective, I guess. Not first person, but like the
Right.
camera's following him.
Yeah.
It looks. I don't know that. I mean, it doesn't sound very compelling as a premise to me, but also, it looks like it's shot really well. Like, it looks really pretty. So.
Already
Did I
said
ever
that-
tell you my idea for a TV show? TM, where it's like it's a TV show and every episode is them defeating a different horror movie monster, or like Jason or Freddy or whatever, like a pastiche version of them, like an off-brand version, and sort of how you like going through fan theories of how you would defeat Freddy or Jason or whatever. And but the main
That
characters,
sounds
that's
like
their job.
Like an Erie, Indiana-esque show.
Yeah, a little bit.
God damn it!
Artie said that In Violent Nature is good, super gory. His friend got a screener.
Oh.
Artie says I just created Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, a little bit.
I watched some indie horror movie the other night that I rented called New Life. That wasn't bad. It was kind of a pseudo zombie movie, but it was more like a Contagion kind of thing, where it's like a disease they're trying to keep tabs on.
What?
It's pretty good. I liked it.
What's the name of the horror movie? It's Green something, where they're in a Mayan temple that they shouldn't be in, and
That's Green Inferno.
Yeah, I really want to. I don't know why I find
Wait,
like old,
Green,
like
Green Inferno is the who's the director who did Hostel? Eli
Oh.
Roth. That's
Is
an
that an
Eli
Eli
Roth
Roth
movie that's supposed to be really terrible.
Boy, how many
Oh.
times is he going to do this to you?
Really tired of falling through. Oh, at least I got that thing on the. I got the warp on the first try.
Vanessa said Jason is easy to defeat. You just pretend to be his mother.
oh, that's
Balls.
Johnny Austin said he would tune into
Oh.
that show, especially if they went up against Pennywise.
Oh, got it again.
true. Ooh.
I think it would be hard to do a pastiche of Pennywise because then I think that you would fall into the trap of it just being the Joker.
Yeah, or just let some random.
But the
scary clown,
Joker
like
is a
Magic
Cthulhu.
Joker.
The Joker's not a Cthulhu, and Pennywise is a Cthulhu.
Is Pennywise a Cthulhu?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like an eldritch horror.
Yeah, I guess.
The Ruins, that's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. You said green
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I was mixing the two up. I just really like horror stuff set in, like, because I love the horror of other cultures. Like, stuff that you
Wow.
don't see that much. I always find that super interesting.
Super xenophobic, Johnny.
Well, is it? I
No, I don't
like
think
that
so.
stuff. But I guess it's better to watch their movies than make movies
Yeah.
about their culture.
There's a
in the end.
great
Speaking of that-
there's a great segment in the last VHS movie about I think they're in Mexico or Brazil and they get trapped like underground and like under an office building during an earthquake and they stumble upon this old like Aztec temple with an Aztec goddess in it. It's actually pretty neat.
Owen says an alien Cthulhu.
That sounds
Isn't Cthulhu an alien basically, though?
Yeah.
It is an alien, yes.
Pennywise is from Outsider Universe. I always I've read it a couple of times. And I always thought that he was sort of an eldritch horror. That's how I imagined it.
He is,
like
yeah,
it was sort of
he's
an
a-
homage. Yeah.
He's a cosmic horror entity.
Yeah.
And he spends his time terrorizing teenagers. Pretty
Yeah,
fucking
well.
lame.
Well, no, he has
Pennywise.
to scare children. He says it's like tenderizing the meat to fill them with terror before eating.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's still pretty fucking lame for an eldritch horror. I'm just saying, Cthulhu would beat Pennywise's dick off.
Artie says I should watch
Wait.
Death of Me. It's a horror movie with Maggie Q. It's international folk horror. Is there a Dybbuk?
Ooh, John, have you seen that movie about a Dybbuk?
Vanessa said to
There's
defeat Pennywise, I would simply call the Cosmic Police.
There's a great horror movie about a Dybbuk that's terrorizing like an Orthodox Jewish family.
Oh wow.
I can't remember what it's called, but I watched it I think it was last year.
Yeah, it's not just that's one where it's Polish and Polish Catholics also believe in Dybbuks because there's there was a lot of Polish people or Jewish people in Poland, so there's a lot of cross.
Oh, it already says possession.
Ooh.
It was really good. It has a really good third act.
Yeah, no, Chris, I understand that Pennywise feeds off of fear. I'm just saying that, Cthulhu drives everyone who sees him mad and is like a giant, terrifying monster that rises out of the ocean, and Pennywise is a clown that scares children.
Well, but that's not the only thing. What I really liked in the novel, and I think it's in the new, I haven't seen the new version, but the gay guy who gets killed because he because Pennywise feeds off the homophobia and makes it worse. And that, so he doesn't get killed by Pennywise.
That's how the second movie opens, is that he kills a gay man who's just been beaten by homophobes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a bit different.
That's right.
Is that what happens in the book?
In the book, one of the losers is a closeted gay character.
No, but there's also the beating of the guy coming out of the gay bar in the book.
Yeah,
I just can't remember if. Yeah. And I just remember how well written that part was. I really liked it.
I started the new Stephen King book that just came out last week. I've only read the first story, and I gotta say, I really didn't like it very much.
Oh, what is it about?
Stephen King is well past his prime.
Well, I think he's written some great stuff in the last few years, like The Institute's a fantastic book. The first story was about, wouldn't you know it, an old, very successful novelist who
was The Institute about an alcoholic novelist, or
well, my favorite Stephen King book is his, I think, least horror book, and it is Eyes of the Dragon.
I don't think I've ever read that one.
It's not really a horror novel. It's definitely more of just like a Stephen King-esque fantasy novel.
Oh, kind of like what's that one he did with Richard Straub? There was The Black House and the Talisman, like those. The Talisman's a great book. Its sequel is really good too, The Black House.
I don't think I read those, but Eyes of the Dragon is the one Stephen King novel that I've read that I have gone back to again and again and again.
Are those legs
part of that might be
or
nostalgia.
dangling penises?
They're cocks.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a dick.
Dicks.
It's 2 dicks. 2 dicks.
Alan 2 dicks.
Yeah, of course, I know it's tied to the Dark Tower. I did several years ago now, but I did at one point try to do a whole Dark Tower run where I read the first one, then I was like, okay, I'm going to read some of these books that people say tie into this. So I reread Eyes of the Dragon. I read Salem's Lot. I read, what's the post-apocalypse one?
The Stand.
The Stand. And maybe some others. I don't really remember. And I hit a point where I was like, well, that's enough Stephen King for me, and basically never tried to do the Dark Tower again. I was like, I'm done. I can't take it. I've had enough. I remember being a kid and my dad reading Salem's Lot and telling me, don't ever read this book because I'm an adult and it's keeping me up at night. I'm so scared. And then I read it as an adult and I was like, this is trash.
Oh, I love that book.
Really I think that's her favorite.
That's my favorite
favorites.
Stephen King.
I would probably need to reread it and give it a fair assessment. I think that I had gone through some Stephen King, and his writing style is so distinct that it starts to wear thin. I think if you read too much,
I feel like take one every year or two.
Yeah,
that's fine.
They actually made a new Salem's Lot movie. I think it was a year and a half ago, and they never released it. They sat on it for a long time, and I guess later this year they're going to release it on Max.
Okay, that's cool.
At least
I'm down with the premise. I know that there's a mini series with Rob Lowe that I would like to watch.
I have that on DVD, and I think it's a good movie.
Hey, you know what? You know what? I think it's a good miniseries of a Stephen King miniseries. The Langoliers. Fucking at me, bro. I'll fight you over it. I like that
Langoliers
stupid
is
movie.
fucking trash.
Yeah.
I've only seen the
I
movie
love
for
trash
people.
made for
I don't think I've read the
TV
book.
miniseries. Like that's some fun stuff.
Am I gonna get to save
Apt
ever?
Pupil. Yeah, I probably saw that. Oh, I do like. I've never read the book, but I do like Needful Things, the movie, and obviously, like I know that it's kind of cheating, but
Oh no.
Shawshank Redemption, one of the best movies ever made.
That's a good Stephen King novelette.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that it's not that similar to what the movie turned out to
What? It's very close. And even like the movie
it?
has dialogue pulled straight from the short story.
be. I don't know. And I actually do really like. I like some of his Bachman stuff, like The Running Man, and The Long Walk, and Rage. The Rage, I don't know that I could read it now because it is definitely about a school shooting.
It for sure is.
But I
You
really
got
do love
me
The Running
in a
Man.
state
I mean, I
of
know that
rage.
it's the Arnold Schwarzenegger version is very cheesy, but it's fun. But I actually really liked that short story.
They're remaking it with the handsome dude from from Top Gun Maverick, Glenn.
Oh,
something.
now he's weak against magic.
Oh
attacks.
yeah.
Does a laser count as magic?
Yes.
Okay.
I
That's a
think
shadow
he's that
magic.
guy. Is it Glenn Powell? Is
Glenn
that his name?
Powell,
I'm gonna
that's
Google it. I think that he is blowing up right now. He's about to be
Now
in a lot
he's
of
weak
stuff.
against physical attacks. Oh, now he's weak against magical attacks.
Yeah, I gotta alternate.
Yeah, Glenn Powell. He's blowing up right now, which is it's cool.
Nice.
Like, good for him.
Yeah, Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, The Long Walk is really good. Like, I like The Long Walk. And yeah, like Chris, Rage, like I read that in high school and it stuck with me hardcore. And yes, it is definitely about a school shooting, and I would not be surprised if it's out of print right now.
Tracy, I worked on an adaptation of the comic book series Grendel, and they tax wrote off that too. Like they
You
filmed the
know-
whole thing.
It came out on Netflix, didn't it?
I don't think so. Did it?
I thought it came out. I don't think I watched it, but I thought I remembered it coming out.
Nope.
Well, you would know, so. That's too bad, but also, like, you weren't very kind to it when you talked to us about it.
Whoa,
So-
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Johnny said it was amazing. No, Grendel, it's based on like an indie comic book series from the 90s that was really popular. It's similar to the Crow, which we were just talking about, is getting a re-release in theaters. Crow, based on a comic book series by James O'Barr. Did you know that Marvel Comics bought the Malibu Comics Group in the 90s, and that means that they own Men in Black? Why have they not added that into the Marvel Universe at this point? It's crazy to me.
Actually,
would they be like a
I liked
pseudo
some.
shield?
Yeah,
I thought the Grendel show looked
technically,
cool.
I don't want to talk about this, Johnny. Because
Okay.
I can't respond to you because
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can't.
But I don't know. There's something I want to read to you after you're done talking.
Okay. Read to me then.
Okay, this is from the main character.
I've read some of the Grendel books, and I liked Grendel. Like, it didn't blow me away, but like it was pretty solid indie comic work. Like, black and white, cool stuff.
It had some cool special effects sequences. It's one of those things of you have to see how it cuts together. But
Definitely,
yeah,
like,
so
critically acclaimed comic book series. He wrote well before it was popular. He wrote series of miniseries, and like critically acclaimed, beloved on the comic book scene. Grendel.
yeah. So here's what he says. Despite making up 25% of the world population, Muslim actors only make up 1% of speaking characters on TV, a figure that Malala Yousafzai recently brought to attention. I was really excited for what this role meant to my community. Never thought this business would allow for someone like me to play a role like this, where an Arab person could exist in the gray area between good and evil, a role where an Arab on screen didn't have to feel the need to be nice to assure everyone around them they're not one of the bad ones, where an Arab could live in the space of anger, vengeance, sorrow, even vindictiveness. vindictiveness without owing the audience any proof of their humanity. By simply existing, they force and challenge the audience to grant them their humanity the same way they've done for white actors playing similar characters. I'm so grateful for this incredible casting crew that came in every single day with grace and generosity to tell this boundary-pushing story. There's a space and a need for stories like this. I'm very excited for the future. And as always, alhamdulillah. I don't know what that means, but he was playing a bisexual character, which is very boundary pushing for TV. As like a comic book hero.
Glani Grundle, like Beowulf and Grundle. No. Let's see. Already said something. Crow is so edgy. Oh my god. Yes, Crow is super edgy. The comic book was also super edgy. Another black and white, creator owned, artist, writer, same guy. The Crow is I don't know that it's a great comic book, but it's pretty interesting. And I love that movie, even though it is cheesy, but that's okay. And Artie also said Marvel's logo has been on Men in Black since the beginning of it being on screen. I've never noticed that. If you say so, I'm sure you're right. I've never noticed that. And something I've been thinking about a lot lately is that Marvel actually owns a lot of characters and comic book universes that they don't use, and I don't understand why they don't just roll that shit into the Marvel universe. Like, that's your whole point of the Marvel universe, to have this like big melting pot of comic book characters. Like, just throw all that shit in. Get the Men in Black in there. That's a fun idea.
Great job, Jim.
Thank you.
What did he do? Oh, he hit all the things. I see.
I wonder what affliction of the mind that one must have been suffering from.
Tracy says she thinks a lot about what I said about how cathartic it was for me to see Wilson Creese's character get angry on Discovery at the way he was treated, since gay characters don't get that often. I think that scene, it's so rare you see gay or queer anger on TV. Like, you see queer victims. And
was he the doctor or the engineer? I can't remember.
The doctor.
The doctor. Yeah, he was excellent. Honestly, they were the best part of that show.
It's Grendel and
Michael. Michael Burnside, whatever her name was.
Michael.
Those were the best parts of that show. Actually,
Burnham.
So was that alien guy. That show had a great cast. I just felt like it never quite.
I kind of wish they could figure out a way to bring the captain from the first season back, because he was so good.
He was fucking good. Didn't they bring him back in the second season?
Right? Jason Isaacs?
Was it Jason Isaacs?
Wasn't it Anson Mount?
No. That's...
Is that a different show?
That's Strange New Worlds. Oh, you're right. Jason Isaacs. You're right.
Yeah, he's a really good actor too.
Yeah, he was in the first 2 seasons, right? Didn't he come back in the second season as like
I don't
his
think
alternate
so.
dimension counterpart or something?
No, that's the end of the first.
No, all right. Well, I got confused.
At least as far as I know. I've only seen the first 3.
Oh, John, you're gonna have to describe this sweet
Okay, so
anime
Frug
cutscene.
is walking forward through there's some flames. They got little glowy circles around them. Frug looks mad. And now Frug's got a sword. Frug is looking forward to something, and these lit candle flames are flaring up before him. Frug is determined. Frug floats. Oh no, someone's floating up in the air. They've got beautiful long hair. Frug is determined and holds his sword forward sternly.
And that's that.
That's that. It's basically this scene.
Galani, I see your post, your comment. I'm not reading the whole thing, but great job. Tracy said they left it open for Jason Isaacs to come back and never did anything with it. I mean, I feel like
because you never found out what happened to the Prime Universe's version of Jason Isaacs.
All right, we got to pay attention to this hot scene where we finally meet Magus. He recognizes Frug. You know, it's weird. I experienced this. This is so clearly like the Vegeta arc from Dragon Ball, but I definitely experienced this first. Get him.
Absorbs all but fire. Okay, well I don't have any fire.
So is he wearing like tights and a body singlet, like a singlet
don't-
over?
Does he have tits? I think he has tits.
No, he's a man. He can have. I mean, he
mean,
can have a chest. I'm chesty, and I'm a dude. So yes,
Yeah, like what are you saying? I don't understand.
yeah, you're right. Apparently, Isaac
Yikes.
voiced Gortash in Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm getting owned.
Well, you were skipping all those fights, bud. You gotta grind. Uh-oh. Absorbs all but Shadow.
Don't kill Frog. Frog's dead.
He did. Yeah,
No, Frog, we love
Killed him
you.
bad. And he killed Grunt.
Krun is alive.
What was our idea for Magus's name again? What was Artie's idea?
Mango?
Mango.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
You're not seeing the game. You should be seeing the game now. Is it
Can
not?
we not do that? Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's right. The game, Jim. The game's not on the screen.
There we go. I just fixed
It's
it.
not. Oh. There we
Sorry,
go.
gang. Sorry about that. How did that happen?
I think it. Okay, I just died. Okay.
Sorry.
Need to need to focus on a
Fix
good
that.
strat here. This is one of the endings, I think.
You want me to pull up
Ooh.
a strat for you?
Yeah, that would be.
Let's
helpful.
see
Oh no,
one of these hot endings.
never mind. Just took me back to the menu.
I'll just play on my PSP Go.
Chrono Trigger, Magus, fight. You're in 600 AD, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so basically it says watch his barrier type and attack with the correct type. You can slow the battle speed down from the settings menu if that helps. And when he risks casting a spell, use the lapis that you found. And when everyone's health is over 250 or more, go all out. By the time Magus uses dark matter twice, you should have won. Make sure to use any strength, speed, or magic capsules you have before the fight.
Oh, do I have any? I don't think I have any of this.
Excuse me, I'm doing research for Bears and Games here. So I'm playing some Grand Theft Auto on my PSP Go.
Hitting him with Frog's Masamune will lower his magic defense.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, I just crashed. Dang it.
Wow, Stonecutter
Beast
just
thing.
Stonecutter just did a. Oh, we just crashed again.
Sorry.
Hi, Stonecutter.
Stonecutter did a harsh burn on me, saying that I'm in 600 AD playing my PSP Go.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree.
The download version of
Have you
Grand
been
Theft
using
Auto
your capsules,
Liberty
Jim?
City
Yeah.
on
Okay.
PSP Go is broken.
What level
as
are you?
fuck.
23?
23.
Like, people are talking like level 25 might be more.
It's only 2 levels. We can squeak it out. I did swap some equipment though.
Yeah, obviously, keep everyone healed, it says. Keep everyone at 200 HP. Once Magus casts a spell, have Frog hit him with the Masamune. Then follow up with a tech of the same element Magus last used.
Okay, that's easy enough.
But does it have? Is it a drivey, shooty crime game? Because that's generally what I'm going for, Chris. If there's crime and driving and shooting of some
what's
kind,
what's the next one, John?
Grand Theft Auto 3. But I'm gonna do a couple of tiny little short ones because that Driver 3 took me a couple of months. So I
Yeah.
just want to get a couple of like shorts because Jim suggested that, and I can put them on YouTube and advertise my channel on Twitch with them. And then I will go
And
back
TikTok.
TikTok. You're right, TikTok.
Oh, Jim, your mouse is in the middle of the screen again.
No, it isn't.
Oh, well, it was a minute ago.
Well, it's not now.
It was not.
Oh, here's a good question for all of us. What's the origin story about how all four of us got together? I think
my
Vanessa fell asleep again on chat.
I mean, Austin, it's not a fun story. It's not a cool story. We're just online friends. We're nerds. We were all in similar Facebook groups, and we started chit-chatting about podcasts. And that
Were we in
turned into-
the meme? Was it from the meme group
The meme group
specifically?
is specifically where Jim brought up the idea of doing a podcast.
Right. And I do
And
love
I-
memes.
You
Although
and I both jumped on it.
I had to leave that group after 2016 because memes turned
I did the same thing.
dark.
I mean, for me, the problem wasn't the memes. It was the like over-controlling aspect of how the group had to be. Like one meme a day,
Oh, wait.
and everybody has to
we're
only
on.
allowed to.
Matt.
Okay, it was shitty. Like, what do you want from me? I don't feel bad about that. It was very poorly managed, over-managed. It was crazy. No threads, only respond. No thread comments.
Mhm.
Some weird stuff, man.
Vanessa is still in that group.
I actually might still be in it. I'm still in a bunch of groups that I don't ever look at or think about.
And Vanessa
I
is
still
listening, but
admin
she's
multiple.
playing
I still
Fallout.
admin multiple Flophouse based groups that I basically just don't look at. Like I figure, and I do look at them sometimes, but I figure if somebody has a problem, they will message the admin, which is me, and I'll handle it. But there's never been a problem.
Chris,
but yeah. We all were in a bunch of Flophouse podcast related groups and became friendly with each other. And then Jim suggested doing a podcast, and this is where we are. The original idea was to do a bad games podcast, and Jim and I recorded one episode and then decided and realized that playing bad games is terrible, which is pretty funny because then that years later, that How Did This Get Played game podcast came out
and lasted a year.
Yeah, no, it's still around, but now they
Is it?
don't play bad games anymore. Now I think now it's just called Played.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
that.
like Get Played or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, they also got absolutely fucking destroyed by somebody. Like,
Yeah, right. Like the episode after we advertised on them.
that episode is a rough listen.
did we advertise on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we don't need to get into the details, but they did. I listened to that too, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever listened to.
Yeah. It definitely made me think about, making sure to not bring people on as a token
As a
about
token,
what.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good lesson that I think everybody learns, but still painful to
Yeah.
listen to. It is still around, actually. I think it is called Get Played now, and they don't try to play bad games, and it's for the same reason that Jim and I didn't last doing what we initially had called foul play,
Oh,
Ooh,
what
that
a
is a
terrible
good
title
name.
that was.
which is that playing bad games is not fucking fun. It sucks. Bad. Here you go. Get him.
Artie, actually, I talked with Jim about ideas for which ones would be good, like YouTube, just that people would be interested on YouTube, and we've zeroed in on Grand Theft Auto 3 and Simpsons Hit and Run. So I'm going to do Grand Theft Auto 3 first because that is basically the most searched game,
Yeah.
and then after that, Simpsons Hit and Run because that's like having a renaissance of popularity. Right now, the game's price has shot up like 300% in the past 6 months. Used.
Stonecutter said that it is still around. It is called Get Played, and he says that it's a weekly listen for him right now, which is cool. Like, that's great. Like, what's Heather Campbell? Is that the name of one of the hosts? And she was really great. But I just I don't have a lot of time for podcasts anymore, which is not a great thing to say when I'm a podcast host, but it is what it is. I got enough time to listen to about 2 podcasts a week.
Well, because I have an hour commute every day.
Yeah,
A
if
little
I had an
over.
hour commute, dude, I would be tearing through. Honestly, if I was still in the office, I would be tearing through them. But like I work from home, so instead of
Right.
podcasts, I have a lot of YouTube on during the day. And when I get tired of YouTube, I rewatch old shows that I barely have to pay attention to.
I still feel bad about the time, and it was totally It was
Doing great, Jim.
Okay. I feel very bad about the time that I invited a friend of the show on to do a fun, what I thought was a fun little game for a bonus episode, but turned out to be super racist and he's half black. Like, I felt Julian and that basketball game.
Did that. Yeah, I skipped that episode.
I was
so glad I did. It
mortified. Like,
so gross.
I felt so shitty that I brought him on for that. And I did, I didn't know that it was racist.
You didn't know. But yeah, that's tough. But you didn't know. So it's not the same. It's not pulling somebody on to be like, how do you feel about this horrible racism?
Yeah.
Because we had all heard that what was it called? Charles Barkley Gaiden?
Yeah, Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. It was like beloved.
Come on, Jim, you can do it. Yeah, it was beloved, and it turned out to be the grossest thing anybody's ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea too, Austin. Yeah, I listen to podcasts while going to the gym too. To block out, because I have noise canceling headphones and it blocks out the incredibly loud 2000s rap that they play at my gym.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna do a little safety heal here because I know he's about to cast
Hell
Dark
yeah.
Matter again.
Yeah, top up. Sorry, chat. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just focusing on this fight. This is big stuff.
That's okay.
I love the animations. I love the animations of
they're
Magus.
so good.
Like, look at him doing like the hand stuff. It's cool.
And I'm glad
this game
that
is fucking gorgeous. Look at the background behind Magus.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Just like Vagrant's story, am I right, Matt?
Thank you for letting me do a little spot on your show, Johnny. I felt
that was really fun. I'm glad you liked how I inserted you into it.
I loved it.
I made sure to have the drink in in frame so that people knew your general vibe.
Yeah. You did use an old picture of me where I still had some hair, so
you look really cute in that picture. I was like,
that's a good picture. I've always liked that one.
Because I was like, should I use one where you just look like you actually don't have that many tagged photos where you look like a drunk. Like, Jim has so many drunk photos that it's easy to pick like a hilariously bad drunk picture.
I have not been posting on Facebook much for years now. I have very little interest in Facebook other than our groups. Like, I love the group. Oh shit.
It's all right. I got a heal queued up.
I should have looked up his health and counted it up the whole time.
Go ahead and do this heal too. That way Garbo can do a robo tackle.
Ukraine stuff is weird, Chris, because where my family's from, well, at least my grandmother's family's from, is in Ukraine. But
nice job, dude.
Thanks, bud.
That was a tough fight.
Yeah,
that was a tough
Poland
fight
at the time.
You gotta like get your attack cadence like perfect.
Yeah. Oh, do we get to rename him?
No, we don't do that till after.
No, that comes back around
till
later,
after the prehistory one.
Oh, okay. Could it be Lavos?
Speaking of get played, I have a friend that plays Fortnite with Heather Campbell, and I used to play D&D with him, but he has not been around much lately. It's a real bummer.
Which author is it, Chris?
Gawani said now we can post unlimited memes on your group. You're right. Facebook has changed a lot since back then.
Right, who said what?
Oh, and also says Get Played is good. Stonecutter said that episode was a hard listen. Weiger, that's the other host. He is. I like Weiger a lot, but it's so tough. Vanessa said sometimes I watch podcasts on YouTube. Austin said I do most of my podcast listening on the treadmill. Yep, that makes sense. Already likes naps. That's not shocking. Mangoes is just your average vampire.
Grund.
What are we back at the beginning of the game? Oh, I love the animation on that scene that we just passed with getting
Yeah, that was
sucked into
good.
Magus's thing. God, I mean, this might be the best SNES RPG.
I mean, for my money, it is.
I'm more of a Final Fantasy. Like this one has better
Yeah,
animation.
6 is close.
But I
6
love
is
Final
close.
Fantasy 6.
Crun, 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 crun.
Secret of Mana is too broken, and the translation's pretty bad. But I like the animation a lot in that game too. But
Yeah, and I forgot we ran an ad on Get Played.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, that sucks. That's just how it is, man. Listen, our Orson Scott Card Ender's Game is one of my favorite books of all time, and I still love it. I still have a copy, but like, can't support that guy. Too bad. Is what it is.
Big frog
Oh.
present for Mommy Eat.
That's right. We named her Mummy.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen that first Night Watch movie.
Yeah, there's
The
a
hot
new
guy
one.
turns into a bear.
There's a new one too with Nicolas Coster-Waldau.
The Night Watch books, and I'm assuming that's not the Terry Pratchett Night Watch books.
No.
No, this is
those
the
are the ones-
books ever
like
written?
Russian paranormal agency books.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that
like
sounds familiar.
werebears and werewolves
Yeah.
and. Secret of Mana is an easy game to play. Like it's really fun.
Oh, Tracy, Secret of Mana is such a good suggestion for this stream.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Damn,
Should you-
do you think we could pull it off where we could all
Yeah.
play?
You guys should
I don't know.
co-op it.
You could try. I
could
think
try.
that like through an
Jim, it's a
emulator, you
3-player
might be
game,
able
bud.
to.
Oh yeah, but you got to get all the characters first.
Yeah, I was just thinking about if I put up a vote, what would I put up? And I think Secret of Mana would have to be one for sure.
I thought,
I don't know what the
Chris, I
others
was
would
worried
be.
that was the guy who wrote Master and Margarita, but I really can't see him turning into like a weird Russian nationalist.
Master and Margarita, what?
Well, it's a Russian novel.
I guess I'm uncultured. I don't know a lot about Russian novels.
Oh, this was like I just bought it because it was recommended at a bookstore. I was like, oh,
These
this sounds
days-
interesting.
I don't want to know about Russian novels.
Me see reptites. Chase Chief, go Northwood.
Johnny Artie is looking for your attention. I don't know
Yeah, I'm
why.
listening, Artie. I'm cyber listening.
When are you playing Night Watch RPG from 2000s on Scoots?
Oh, Bulgakov died in 1940. Oh, I didn't realize it was an old book.
Who's Bulgakov?
Well, Artie, shows how truly uncultured I am, even when I try to sound cultured.
Artie's from that area. Artie, I can't remember. Are you from Russia or are you from Ukraine? You're from that area, right?
Yeah.
He's from that area.
Oh, who's this guy?
He's the chief of the.
Which Dragon Ball character is he?
One of the several racist stereotypes of indigenous people.
Oh, I thought, aren't there like old, who's the old man who likes panties in the Dragon Ball game? Did they change it to sandwich? They just said that they were sandwiches and reversed the sprite in the Nintendo American release.
Jeez. Bulma?
I don't know. Artie's mom's family are Ukrainian Jews, and his dad's family are Central Asians and Russians.
It's a real nightmare situation, bud.
Yeah. Hey,
Chris
Vanessa.
says, hey, Vanessa. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Chris says, hey, Vanessa, Raccoon is out on Switch now. What's that? What is Raccoon? Raccoon?
Raccoon? Raccoon.
I have no idea. If you need an easy way into War and Peace, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812 is a great musical and an easy way to ease into the basic relationships.
Stonecutter says
that
it's
is not Master Roshi. Master Roshi is an Asian stereotype, not a Native American, not an indigenous people stereotype.
Wait, can an Asian person, is it like a Chinese stereotype, or Like that a Japanese person is writing, or what kind of stereotype are we talking
Oh
here?
shit! I don't know, man. I don't want to get into this. Johnny.
Okay, okay.
I will.
Okay.
I will get canceled.
Downtown Brown. Downtown Brown.
You have to clap now. You're supposed to clap now. Downtown Brown doesn't work. Clapping works.
Okay, you play a little boy who lives in a hospital and helps the other patients make peace with their lives.
Yikes. That sounds, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's awesome. No, thank you. You know, it's like a lot of drama movies that I see come out where I'm like, oh, cool. That sounds really interesting and like awesome and cool. And I don't ever want to see it. Thank you. I know my life's.
Owen wants us to go into more stereotypes live where we can't edit if we
Owen, come on.
It's our risk of that is a lot lower with Vanessa not live on the stream.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, hey, I was saying that there are stereotypes and that they're not good. Johnny was the one that was like, describe them to me.
Yeah, I want to hear all these.
Do an accent.
Oh no.
Oh no.
See, that is something where I can't be live because I do sometimes revert to doing accents like, oh no, you know what? I shouldn't be doing. It's like I shouldn't do an impression of Cameo's Word Up on the podcast.
Well, you're Canadian, so you can get away with more than we Americans can. You know, do all the French stuff you want. You're fine. Though I guess nobody can complain to me about doing stereotypical Southern accents because I am from the South, sirs and madams, and others. Like, I can do any stereotypical Southern accent I want.
And Jim can do like Kansas jokes.
I was talking to my dad on the
jokes.
phone yesterday, and my daughter walked in and was like, "Why are you talking like this?" And I was like, "Son of a bitch, she busted me." Every time I talk to somebody in Texas, I start talking like this. Hey, can't wait to see you. Coming to town next week? Cool. Why are you getting killed, Jim? What the fuck? It's just some like apes and rock monsters. What are those things supposed to be?
Little mini volcanoes.
When I was first learning my job, I was learning from a dailies colorist who was from Texas, but he was working in Vancouver. And all I remember him saying was, "You're going to have to do that about 100 times faster."
Come on, kill him.
War and Peace literally has sentences that are a page long. Is that true? That's.
I mean, so does Dickens. Like, it's funny going through big Dickens paragraphs and trying to figure out how many sentences are actually in this. It's usually like 2.
That is pretty funny. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. I have not read Dickens since I was in fucking school. That's for sure.
Oh, Dickens is fun.
I want to go to fucking school.
Yeah,
you should
Amanda,
check it out,
Amanda said
actually.
that too.
I mean, yeah, Amanda's been saying like, Jim could use some fucking school.
That's where you read a lot of Dickens and do a lot of Dickens.
you read some big Dickens.
I clapped because it was funny, but also because cut that. I guess it's kind of an inside joke, listeners. When we record the podcast now, when one of us says something that we are like, don't include that in the show, we clap.
We got some dactyls. I'm probably gonna take Robo
Oh,
out
Chris,
of
are you
the
talking
party.
about?
No. Maybe I'm gonna take Frog out of the party.
What's that RPG that came out that was Ghibli-esque? The Studio Ghibli was involved in?
Ni no Kuni?
Yeah, you talking about Ni no Kuni, bud? I didn't find Ni no Kuni beautiful and emotionally crippling.
I like Ni no Kuni. I haven't finished it, but I've gotten, I don't know, halfway through the first game. Never played the second.
No, Artie, we don't clap and leave it in anyway. We used to say, because Jim suggested it, we used to say Downtown Brown, which was supposed to be the clue that you should cut this. But then it turns out that when we edit the show, we don't actually pay that much attention to what we're saying to each other. Claps are easier to catch.
I feel like
You
I
gonna fly
need
this thing?
Yeah, I feel like I need to put Luca in the party.
Now,
Why?
in Jim's defense, we also, I think it was mostly me started saying Downtown Brown as a joke, and then Jim had to
Yes.
figure out whether I was being serious or not.
Well, I think you started saying it, and then I mentioned that Downtown Brown is the name of a song that Nathan Fielder did a long time ago. It's like a...
Well, you're the one who came up with the idea for Downtown Brown.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Who should I have in the party?
Listeners, look at my screen. Look.
I
Look at
mean,
it. Look at it.
I'm looking at it. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Really?
Let's go
The
with
two
that.
Pepsi bottles? Is that?
Yeah.
Isn't one of them empty? You just gonna pour it from one cup to another?
No, they were both half full.
No.
Artie says he's unsubscribed.
There. Oh shit! You know what? I should do that thing that I always
Oh,
tell myself I
crash.
should do during this. God damn, Jim.
Oh,
what is
well,
wrong
I
with
think
your
it was
computer?
about to transition to an anime cutscene. I think that's why it crashed.
Great.
Oh.
Now's a great time for me to mention. Hey, have you liked this video? Please, while we're crashed, go ahead and like minimize the video and hit that like button. It actually does do a lot to get the show visibility. And we are definitely getting like 10 likes per episode, which isn't great.
Well,
So-
I think my new video has maybe 5 likes. You know, YouTube
Yeah,
likes
it's
are like
weird.
a 1
It's
in a
hard to
thousand
get people
thing.
to. It's hard to get people to care. Not care, but it's hard to
But
get people
even
to do it.
me, like if I have something on, I have to
Yeah,
like.
we have one
oh
like
yeah,
right now.
I haven't hit like on this video yet, and I can
Well,
only
I'll
really
tell you
do
what.
it.
When I am watching videos, when the hosts say, "Oh, don't forget to like the video," I always do. Oh yeah, great. Minimize the video real quick and hit that like button. Like it takes a second. There's no reason not to do it, and it does help get us in front of new viewers, and that's good for us. Hey, we've got 14 viewers watching right now, which I know
15
isn't
on my
millions
screen,
and
but some of that's probably you guys.
millions and tens of thousands like some big streams, but that's pretty big for us, and we're really excited about it, and we really appreciate all of you joining us and chit-chatting with us in the chat and watching along.
Artie, I won't fist on screen unless you pay me a lot of.
Jesus Christ, Johnny. Ooh, it is 15 watching now.
Anime cutscene.
Matt, I think you might need to scrub
John.
your timeline to the end because you're. Oh, okay. Ayla is jumping onto a dinosaur, and then it crashed. But someone else,
Yep,
I guess
it
that's
crashed.
Chrono, and then it crashed.
Man, the Steam does not like these anime cutscenes.
Yeah, I guess it goes to like another player or something.
Yeah, it
it's like
must.
swapping between programs.
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
I think you might need to invest in a beefier PC if you're going to do a lot of.
I don't
streaming.
think it's the PC. I think it's the port of the game. Like, I've streamed way heftier games than this on this PC to Twitch.
I do think that people who like videos is like between 1 and 0.1% of viewers. It's really
It's
interesting.
super low. Like, I don't even think YouTube like gives a lot of equity to likes in their algorithm anymore. It's mainly views based and shares based.
And engage, yeah, like I think comments help too.
Yeah, but
But I
there's,
think it's
there's
also
so many trash
click-throughs.
comments on a lot of videos. So
But I think click-throughs are a big one for them.
click through from video to channel is a big one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
From impressions to click, I think is another one metric that they throw up a lot in
That's
the
just
studio.
that's just click through rate.
You know, Jim, you used to talk a lot about like rebranding the podcast because our name was so bad for SEO or whatever.
It's true, yeah.
You never gave us a good name though.
Slut party.
Slut games.
There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Slut party, like RPG party.
Oh, did we skip? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
So there's a stone precipice with
crap.
3 dinosaurs on it. And then Ayla
Pterodactyls.
jumps up holding a club. She jumps onto one of the dinosaurs. Chrono
Her name is
jumps
Mommy.
onto another. Oh, it crashed.
You know what? I'm just gonna skip this.
We're going to have to skip it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
listeners.
Did it crash?
It's
Yeah.
frozen. Maybe I can skip it.
The music's pretty exciting.
I can still hear it. Oh no, it crashed.
Square toots. Yeah,
the
square
port
toots
of this
for life.
game is bad.
Yeah, Jim, I've been wondering that for a while. We kind of dropped it. We stopped talking about it. But like, what would you want to name the show? Like, what's better? Like, is it just like
SEO optimizing.
RPG video game podcast? Like,
Yeah, that's what it should be.
well, that sucks, and I don't want to do that. We have talked about moving on from just the RPG, thing.
We kind of have a little bit.
A little bit. I don't know.
Tracy, the only D&D podcast I really liked was the first couple of seasons of the Adventure Zone where they were just screwing around.
Oh man, Johnny, you've got to listen to the new Adventure
Yeah,
Zone.
I do have to listen to it. I'll have to resubscribe.
Adventure Zone versus Dracula has been a goddamn delight. They really have like recaptured the lightning in the bottle of just like, well, what if this was silly? Like it is so fun. Griffin does a little monologue at the beginning of every episode where he's Dracula and he does a terrible Dracula accent. It's so fucking funny. It legitimately cracks me up.
Friend.
We've heard this dialogue so many times already.
Mm-hmm.
Skippity skip skip.
Jim, I feel like if it crashes again, you should just like turn it back on your own and not stream it and get past the
Yeah, that's
cutscene.
probably a good call. Skip. Start. Hey. Skip it. There we go. Got it. You guys still there?
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yep.
Okay.
A friend of mine told me to turn on the Rays game real quick because it was the bottom of the ninth and the game was tied and we had a man on third. And I turned it on just in time to see a walk-off hit. Jim, your mouse cursor's back on the screen.
Oh, my bad.
God damn it, Jim!
I wonder, too, like, you might be able to add another stick of memory to the laptop. A lot of laptops have an extra memory. That might help. It might be running out of memory when you're playing
well,
the game.
it might be worth investigating, like, what's causing the crash. Like, have a window up showing what's eating up the PC resources.
Before
Maybe
we
try
started
the game and see if that happens.
Before we started, like, even streaming this to YouTube, I launched the game and it was crashing on me regularly when I was just like trying to play it casual. So I really think it's the game and not.
Already said Bethesda roots. That's a good call.
Matt, I feel like you need to scrub forward in the timeline. Like you're 30 seconds behind.
I think I'm caught up now. I may have been. Oh, on the chats?
Yeah. Like, did you just get
Scrub
Chris
forward in the
talking about
chats.
Dan Curtis?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're fine. Stonecutter says, I think if the title somehow reflected the fact the show is a book club for video games, it could get people interested. I think that aspect of the show.
That's a good call.
But there's already an RPG book club, so we cannot use that name.
Tracy said D&D just sadly does not do much for me, but I enjoy inspired by stuff like D&D Hat and Delicious in Dungeon, and I get that. Like, I just started playing D&D, the actual game, in the last couple of years, and I have been really enjoying it. Part of that is because the people I'm playing with are fun, and we're not taking it too seriously. We're having a good time. But the game itself, like, it can definitely be boring to listen to. You know, like, there's a fine line. Just listening to people roll dice and talk about the results of their rolls is boring. You have to be a good DM, which I think is something that Griffin from Adventure Zone has figured out over the last few years since the original arc. He's figured out how to really... Oh, she got right in there, huh? Mommy got in that hole.
Her methods do not appear logical.
I don't like the cave people dialogue.
Kino take a la Ruba person.
They
Run.
talk like the apes from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
What mommy do? Strong live, weak die. Mammy go be strong.
Not mammy, it's mommy.
Oh, sorry, mommy. Oh yeah, mammy's bad. Downtown Brown. Downtown Brown, man.
Clap, clap.
Mommy. I had a lady make fun of me because I mispronounced luchador as lucador. I don't know why I know how to pronounce luchador, but I just, sometimes when you're reading something, you just say, my brain especially says it wrong. And but then she made fun of me for respecting sex workers. So like, I don't really care what she has to say.
I remember getting picked on by a friend once because I mispronounced martyr as matire. And
What an idiot!
yeah, that's how it went. Vanessa said the last time I tried to play D&D, there was a girl who would dominate the whole game and take multiple turns before someone else had one. And it was annoying, so she left the game. Of course, like, that's garbage. That's not how the game works. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Did she, like, build her character? Ooh, I got a spam text saying, have you forgotten something? Everything. I've forgotten everything. That's my response.
Owen liked before the stream started. Owen, you're the real fucking hero of this stream. Legit.
Chris Sasaki has finished one semester of French, and the best that he can say is that his pronunciation is better than Bill Wyman's.
Hey, you know what? Like, my complaining about likes happened because I refreshed the page, and now there are 12 likes. Thanks, guys. Thank you, friends.
I'll give it a quick refresh too, and it's 12. Yeah, there's no. Is
nice.
There an anime? I don't know what happened in the anime. Jim, what happened in the anime? They all got on birds.
Yeah, I
pterodactyls?
just showed them getting on
Pterodactyls.
pterodactyls.
They're basically
Pterodactyls.
birds.
Would you eat that burb? Johnny?
A pterodactyl? I don't think so.
Oh, I would. Why the fuck not?
I don't know. I don't want to eat lizards.
I mean, I live in Florida, and they definitely have gator tail at a lot of restaurants around here. And you know what? Tastes like chicken.
Oh, okay.
Little rubbery, but it tastes like chicken. Johnny, if you came to town, I would take you to Molly Goodhead's where they have gator tail, and then I would tell you don't order anything else on the menu because their food is trash. Oh, Jim, your lightning healed the volcano monster.
That's okay.
I did. I responded to the spammer with everything.
Yeah.
I've forgotten everything, and they have not responded back.
Stonecutter said you could just extend the title of the show or something on the podcast feed, something like Square Root's VG Book Club podcast. That's not a bad idea. Also, I worry sometimes that we're like 400 episodes in, and I feel like, I know for me, like if I look at something and I'm like, oh, 400 episodes, huh? I'm good. It's going to be a lot of in-jokes, which I do think that we've done a good job over the years. We have in-jokes, but I think we retire them.
Yeah. Well, I think we also get tired of them. So
Well, that's why we retire them. It's not, It's not that we're super smart. Other than horny grandma, who will never go away.
Artie's Artie, I think Square Roots, the Slut Zone, would not help our SEO and branding problems.
I mean, I think it would. Vanessa said a lot of I think you should leave quotes. Vanessa, we've gotten a lot better about that.
Yeah, it's true.
Just because there hasn't been a new season in a while.
Yeah.
How do I get those stupid eggs? I want them.
You can't. You're not allowed to have it.
Why can't you?
Because it keeps
what's
warping me
happening?
around. Every time I step on the wrong
Oh.
square, it warps me.
Well, then you just got to figure out what the right squares are. Oh, not that one. Okay, here. You go down.
Just gonna.
Why are you? You're gonna hit
low
every
laten-
square.
I know.
The low latency
because as
is
soon as
great.
I get close, it
Oh, it's right there.
warps me. And there.
Okay. Well, you saw which one had No, it's right there. That is the square that warps you.
I can't get around it.
Why not? Go one more. Oh, you're right. Okay. So there's 2 warp. Yeah, there's gotta be another way. Maybe you fall down from an upper floor?
I can't. Oh, well, yeah, maybe I just gotta leave and see what happens. Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
I can't believe Vanessa said
Probably
that.
here.
This is a betrayal on levels that have never been seen.
What? That she says we use too many, I think you should leave quotes?
What's the joke, Vanessa? Oh boy, I remember hating these lava monsters so much.
They don't do that much damage, and they can actually kill the other enemies on the field, too.
Yeah, the screen share is a lot quicker this time too. Actually, it's not as bad. Like it's still slow, but it's not like 2 frames a second like it's been in the past. But also the YouTube, the stream itself, like we're a few seconds behind, which is shocking because in previous weeks we have been like a full 2 minutes behind.
Well, that's because Jim used the low latency mode.
Mm-hmm. 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 Square Root's the slut zone. I mean, I think that would get us a lot of hits.
That would.
But I feel like they might not stick around.
No, they would not stick around.
It might get us taken off of iTunes. Because they're a bunch of sex-negative jerks.
Well, sex is gross and bad, and people shouldn't do it.
Oh, I did it the wrong order.
John, sex is only for praising Jesus. You should know that.
Oh, wait. How does that work?
It just works.
It means whenever you always finish on a photo of Jesus.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, so long, YouTube.
Artie says we should just all start talking in sexy voices. So, how are we doing here?
Would Square Roots the butt zone be iTunes safe?
I have been talking in a sexy voice.
Praising Jesus in the butt. You get married and then you put a top sheet with a hole in between you and your spouse, Vanessa.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Uh-oh, look out. Some aliens and lava monsters.
They're not aliens, John.
Not aliens.
They're evolved
They're reptiles.
dinosaurs.
Oh, sorry. You know who needs a hole? Yaddle. Yaddle needs a hole. What if Josh Brolin finds Yaddle in the hole?
That'd be great. Maybe they'll do that in season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Brolin's hole is on Prime though, not Disney or Hulu. So.
It's true. You know, Amazon's got that licensing money though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what. The big thing going around the internet today was that was it Tom Bombadil? Maybe I think is showing up in the next season of Rings of Power, and I just can't imagine something I want to see less. Like, I already didn't love that show.
Is it what's his face still? Tom Baker?
For Tom
Bombadil has not shown up in the stuff. I think you're thinking of the Brown Wizard. I can't remember his name.
I am not thinking of a
His
brown
name was
wizard.
Radagast the Brown.
Yeah, he is. I thought Tom Baker played Tom Bombadil but they didn't include the scenes
Was it like a
in the
deleted
movie.
scene or?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've never seen a Tom Bombadil in those movies, and I've watched the extra extended 10 hours apiece editions.
All right, I think this is going to be the last boss we do tonight.
What? No, I want to do another hour. Let's do it.
I'm hungry.
All right.
Okay, so
It's just so fucking fun. I love doing this stream. This is my new favorite thing.
can I tell you I gotta go in a minute, but
Right.
but first I have to tell you a sign that so Superstore is part of the Loblaws grocery chain in Canada, and they are a monopoly. Well, a near monopoly, and they are accused of price gouging right now.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about Loblaws being
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
bullshit.
So they've been adding signs to their store saying, if you see it, pick it up. If you pass it, tell someone. Cleanliness is everyone's responsibility. Are you asking us to pick up trash in your store? Like, fuck you.
It's everyone's responsibility, John.
No, it is not. That people are paid to do that.
All right, I want to take an aside here. John, what do you think about this boss sprite?
No, thank you.
Look at his tail in the back, though. Kind of looks like
Oh, that's true.
Kind of
That
looks
is
like a big dick standing up.
That's a big tail.
Though it kind of has a face on it, which is weird.
Dinosaur is a big tail.
Why does that dick have a face? Is it just me? Is there not a face at the base of that penis?
Vanessa says Tom Bombadil is a classic creep.
Wow, how is he a creep?
You know, I hate to admit it, but I'm more of a Lord of the Rings movie fan than a Lord of the Rings the book fan. I've read the books. I find them very hard to get through.
You don't like reading the 10-page long poems and shit that are in those books?
I legitimately have to skip those because I cannot read them, and also just long chunks of people walking around. You know, it's classically written, like I appreciate it, but also like I read it. I don't need to read it again.
All right, so is there a good point to stop? Like,
Yeah, right after.
Well, yeah,
soonish?
we're in a boss fight here.
Yeah.
Chris said the only one I enjoyed was The Hobbit. I mean, listen, my thing is that what I really enjoy are the Rankin and Bass, Hobbit, and Return of the King. Those are amazing. Oh, Jim, that's bad.
That's what. No, it's fine.
Vanessa said, Vanessa's proof that Tom Bombadil is a classic creep, because he says, Fay Way, Mary Doll, Jolly, Bombalillo.
Oh, that might be bad.
And also his girlfriend's like 15 years old.
Well, listen, when you're immortal, all of your girlfriends are going to be way too young for you. Stonecutter said his shoulder blades are like two testes and his spine is like a big old dong.
It's true.
And that's not his spine, that's his tail.
Well, but don't you're gonna upset Matt talking about large testes again.
Little grape nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good joke.
Oh, Chris
Bob
Sasaki
Lala's
says
Bob
Tom
Lala's
Bombadil's.
Boblog.
Yeah, Chris, his wife is 1,000 years old. It's like that anime trope.
She might look like a kid, but she's actually 1,000 years old, so it's fine.
I'm kidding. I don't even know if Tom Bombadil has a partner in the books. It is a bit. I'm doing a joke. I guess Tom Bombadil does have a wife named Goldberry.
I really liked Bob Law's Law Block.
That's from
Arrested Development.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't put that guy on anymore because that was Scott Baio.
Scott Baio is a manga piece of trash now.
Yeah, he sure is.
You know, I've been thinking about rewatching Arrested Development. That might be up there on my things to do, things to put on list. That's a good show. Brown Wizard, is that a euphemism for butt stuff? Yes, Artie. That's what we're talking about.
I'm a real brown wizard.
I'm a real brown wizard. I'm the mayor of Browntown.
Did you just fart?
Yeah, he farted on you.
Chris Sasaki says we could all play Interplay's The Lord of the Rings RPG, the one from like 1991. I feel like Matt, that's too old for Matt. Matt would get very mad at that game.
1991? We've played older games than that on the show.
It's true. Final Fantasy 1 is still the oldest we played on, like, not a bonus.
So Final Fantasy 1 is what, 1991?
It's 89.
89?
Mhm.
And that was, we barely tolerated that game. It
I
only
liked
worked
it.
because we played the Pixel Remaster.
I played the GBA version, which is very close to the Pixel Remaster. Oh, yeah, Judy Greer. I forgot she's in Arrested Development. She's so good at that.
She's amazing in everything.
Got him.
Oh,
Got
we have,
him!
and we have a bonus episode way back where we did play Lord of the Rings: The Third Age.
We
Yeah.
did.
It was terrible.
Remember
awful.
that whole scene where it's like, this is where the Fellowship ate their breakfast?
Yeah. That was that whole
God.
game. It was like, remember how the Fellowship was cool? We're doing the same stuff. It was so bad.
All right, we've beat the boss. We've sheltered. We've saved. I think that is a good spot to call it.
Remember when Judy Greer was a werewolf and gave everyone a middle finger? No.
No. Be more
Chris
specific.
Sasaki says it's from 1990 and its graphics are much better than Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, I think it was a VGA game. I just feel like that's the kind of game that Matt hates.
Yeah, no, I do. I hate those games. What year is Phantasy Star 1 from, Johnny?
87, 88, depending on.
Boy.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
a
no,
lot
but.
of meat for Matt to dig into.
Yeah,
and,
no, but
you
it's
know.
got. I think you'll really like the battle animations of the enemies. They're really cool.
I'll really love the names of the spells, which are like Faz, Bloop, Klungerbung.
No, that's later because they didn't redo the translation, so it doesn't match. They should have redone the translation for the Switchboard, I think, because the original translation, or at least have the option, because the original translation is bad.
Yeah, Owen, where you just shadow the Fellowship for the whole game.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's the weirdest game we've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hey,
a really good-looking game.
It does look good.
If you have not liked the stream yet, the video, please do. And thank you so much for joining us. And obviously, check out the Square Roots podcast.
Also,
with Patreon, patreon.com/Square Roots podcast.
Who's your favorite Crud Trogger character? Who wrote that? Was that a Jim?
No,
Yep, that's Jim.
You should subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. That would be super
Yeah, tell
sweet.
Johnny to flex.
Turn those notifications on so that I don't have to post someplace and then you have to find that post, you know? Listen, I don't want to
sorry,
turn
Andrew.
notifications on for YouTube either, but for us, you should do it.
Well, if you just do the app notification, it like ring the bell. It won't. It'll just go. Well, I guess it does send them to your phone. Yeah, I don't know if you don't have.
Mine always
notifications
just like
turned off.
collect in my little notifications tray on the YouTube app, which is what I like. Anyways, thanks everyone. We appreciate you checking us out this week. We'll be back next week for some more hot Chrono Trigger action. I think next time we are going to end up in the Magic Land. Remember Magic Land? This Magic City floating continent place. We're gonna do that.
When does Magus join the party?
After that.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well,
We're tearing
thanks,
through this
everyone.
game. We're having a good time.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks
see
for
you all
joining
next
us.
week.
Bye.
Later, skaters.
I love you all.
Later, skaters.
Later, skaters. Later.